Good morning, children. Today you're going to learn history, The Trial, book written by Miss Jayanti Sen Gupta for class 6th. Theme 1, The River Valley Civilization. Chapter 1, The Mesopotamian Civilization. Before we start, we need to know what is civilization. Civilization is nothing but an advanced stage of social and cultural development, or the process of reaching this state. Civilization is an advanced stage or a system of social development where primitive humans, that is, nomadic hunter-gatherers, advance over a period of thousands of years of evolution and settle down and became cultured. A civilization was born there. Cultured people have refined interest and special artistic skills and improved lifestyles. We will be learning important features of civilization. First, settled life. Second, surplus food production. Third, towns and cities. Fourth, town plannings, residential buildings and monuments. Fifth, governing bodies and laws. Sixth, special crafts and skills. 7. Language and script. Why these features are important, students? Okay, I will brief you about this. Settled life. Settled life means if you have settled way of life, you stay in one place rather than moving around or changing the place.
Surplus food production. Surplus means extra. That means extra food. And this extra food soon became an important part of the emerging trade process with neighboring cities. With this, towns and cities also flourished slowly and gradually. The another feature is town planning, residential building and the monuments, which means in the field of architecture, an architectural plan is designed and planning for a building and can contain architectural drawings, specifications of the design, calculation, time planning of the building process developed here. Governing bodies and laws is very necessary for every civilization. Ideally, laws keep citizens in check for their own safety as well as the safety of other citizens around them. Special crafts and skill. Every civilization has developed their own crafts and the term can be applied to numerous aspects related to it. And the very most important features of civilization is language and script. I would say written language is incredibly important as it is a fundamental way of communicating, and doing so indirectly and over time, it is a main way civilizations acquire and record their technology, educate their cities and keep a historical record. Children, have you ever thought why most of the ancient civilization flourished near the river valley? By seeing this map, it is very clear that all the major civilization flourished near the rivers. Sumerian civilization, which developed near Euphrates rivers. Sumerian is a part of Mesopotamian civilization, which developed in between Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Egyptian civilization flourished near Nile River.
Harappan civilization flourished near Indus River. Ancient Chinese civilization developed in Huang He, that is known as Yellow River. The earliest civilization developed on river banks because of several reasons. That is, rivers acted as means of transport to carry people and goods from one place to another. As a result, trade increased, leading to the growth of towns and cities. Another reason was land was fertile and crops grew in plenty, giving people adequate free time to devote to creative activities and other occupations. The another most important reason was abundant water supply to support large settlements. Now you have understood about the exact meaning of civilization and its important features. Here we are, the first and the foremost civilization, which is known as the Mesopotamian civilization. For that, we will watch out a video from National Geographic about ancient Mesopotamia.
The story of writing, astronomy, and law. The story of civilization itself begins in one place. Not Egypt, not Greece, not Rome, but Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is an exceedingly fertile plain situated between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. For 5 millennia, this small strip of land situated in what is today Iraq, Kuwait, and Syria fostered innovations that would change the world forever. Inhabited for nearly 12,000 years, Mesopotamia's stable climate, rich soil, and steady supply of fresh water made it ideal for agriculture to develop and thrive. About 6,000 years ago, seemingly overnight, some of these agricultural settlements blossomed into some of the world's first cities. In the period between 4000 and 3100 BC, Mesopotamia was dotted with a constellation of competing city-states. At one point, they were unified under the Akkadian Empire and then broke apart, forming the empires of Assyria and Babylon. Despite near constant warfare, innovation and development thrived in ancient Mesopotamia. They built on a monumental scale, from palaces to ziggurats. Mammoth temples served as ritual locations to commune with the gods. They also developed advanced mathematics, including a base 60 system that created a 60-second minute, a 60-minute hour, and a 360-degree circular angle. The Babylonians used their sophisticated system of mathematics to map and study the sky. They divided one Earth year into 12 periods. Each was named after the most prominent constellations in the heavens, a tradition later adopted by the Greeks to create the zodiac. They also divided the week into 7 days, naming each after their 7 gods embodied by the 7 observable planets in the sky. But perhaps the most impactful innovation to come out of Mesopotamia is literacy. What began as simple pictures scrawled onto wet clay to keep track of goods and wealth developed into a sophisticated writing system by the year 3200 BC. This writing system would come to be called cuneiform in modern times and proved so flexible that, over the span of 3,000 years, it would be adapted for over a dozen different major languages and countless uses, including recording the law of the Babylonian king Hammurabi, which formed the basis of a standardized justice system. But Mesopotamia's success became its undoing. Babylon, in particular, proved too rich a state to resist outside envy. In 539 BC, the Persian king Cyrus conquered Babylon and sealed his control over the entirety of Mesopotamia. For centuries, this area became a territory of foreign empires. Eventually, Mesopotamia would fade, like its kings, into the mist of history, and its cities would sink beneath the sands of Iraq. But its ideas would prevail in literacy, law, math, astronomy, and the gift of civilization itself.
By National Geographic, it is proof that ancient Mesopotamia was fertile land and the knowledge to cultivate. It was a fortuitous recipe for wealth and civilization. So students, we will understand more about it in next class. Thank you so much for watching.